Hello, friends. Cheryl here with Ink Pulp again, and we're back for another Art Before Breakfast. I see we've already got one early bird in here. So I was going to show you what I worked on last night. I have a couple of show and tells before we get started, and I have a fun stream today. I think we're going to do something a little bit different, and I hope to have a lot of audience participation. So I hope we get some. Oh, hi, Susan. I saw you posted the 50 stack challenge. I haven't watched it yet, but I will. Good morning, Big Mama. Everybody's ready to go right at 8:30. Actually, I'm a couple minutes early. So I was going to start off. Oh, got my coffee this morning. You can see I drank quite a bit of it because I get up well before it's time to come on. So I drink a good bit of my coffee. I don't have breakfast, but I have coffee. I always wait and do my coffee after breakfast. I mean, my breakfast after coffee. All right, so let me show you what I worked on. I made these recently, and they needed ear wires on them. I know, that crazy woman. I was watching some of her cooking videos yesterday. They looked very interesting. So these are earrings. And the fun thing about these earrings is that they're colored front and back. A lot of times, especially if you have short hair or you tend to wear your hair up, the backs of earrings aren't always that pretty. So these are my earrings for those ladies. And I spent the night last night putting ear wires on all of them. And you can see all the pretty colors I have. So I have lots. I have more that are made up. This is what I put on ear wires. So that I did last night. Getting ready for my show. It's next weekend. So not this weekend, but the next weekend. All right, so there are those. And then I did. Good morning, Carol. So these are pendants. These are copper pendants that I had made the other day, and I don't have them strung on the chain yet, and I'll show you after I do that, but I want to show you where I was at so far. So I have 3 of these that are fairly large, and they will get strung on leather, but they will have beads um, sitting on top of this. I don't have any handy to show you, but they'll have beads here and then leather around. And then this will be, and this is just patterned metal that I ran through the rolling mill. Look at the pretty, hang on, come on, focus. I keep saying I need to get a new camera, and I really do. So these are all the different, I love this one. I love them all. But anyway, so those will get colorful beads at the top and then leather chain. These, our apartment is above the garage. Oh, yeah. These are what's called fold form. And this is where you take, if you watch my fold form video, you saw it. You fold the metal over, like all of these straight lines are folds, and you hammer it down to put a crease in the metal and then open it back up again. And so they're very similar, but different. And then I have these, they're called dimple pliers. And when you press on them from the back, it makes dimples in the metal and pushes the metal up to the front. So this is all texture. I have a larger one, and then I have a smaller one that is these 3 here, and then these up here. And on this one, I put lots of them in there. And then the texture is just hammered to make some texture in the middle. And then I antiqued them, and I sealed them. I always seal my copper pieces because some people have skin reactions to copper, and I don't want anybody's skin turning green. And then look at this one. This is a really fun one. I just kind of went to town and got creative on this one. So I cut a straight line in here and I rolled the corners back. And then I did a fold form that was a diagonal line. Well, first I hammered texture into the metal. Come on. First I hammered texture into the metal. Then I did the folds, and then I took the little dimple pliers and put a line on the inside. And then I had a stamp that's kind of like a sunshine. And so I stamped that at the bottom. And then I took a ring and I soldered it to the back, and I already had this ring made up. So I soldered it to the back, and now what I can do is put some, jump rings on there and then string a necklace. So that one's very unique. This one I made actually on a live stream. And this is just a bunch of folds, a bunch of texture, and then I got some silver components that I had sitting in my junk box, and I put those on, and then I had a piece of twisted wire, so I soldered that on the back for the bail. So that's a mixed metal silver, and the silver is all sterling, solid sterling. And then I had this one. This is called chasing on air, and it's a form of fold forming. And what you do is you fold, let me get a piece of paper. You fold the copper, take a flat piece of copper, and you fold it so it's got, a loop at the top and air in the middle, and then you put this in a vise. So you've got just this loop sticking over the top of the vise. And that's what this was. And then you take a fine point hammer and you start hammering on the sides of that air, and it forms these wonderful shapes. Come on, you can see my hammer marks in there. And I just made all these little divots in there. And then when I was done, I opened it back up and I put some texture at the top, some texture at the bottom, and then I made a little spiral out of sterling silver and soldered that on. I made some little silver balls, soldered those on, and that will also be a pendant. So those are my pendants ready to go for my show. Hi, Barbie. Scraps of cardstock. Oh, yeah. And you know what? I find that a lot of my work crosses over between metal and paper. I use some of the same tools, same techniques, and I'm so glad you found inspiration in this, Big Mama. Please let me know how it goes. Please send me a picture on, and then send me a picture on Messenger. Now we can get started. Don't peek at me. You're still in your jammies, bedhead. Hey, we won't look. I have bedhead too. Not only do I have bedhead, but I have my optivisors on. You remember I showed you this the other day, and I said that this little napkin made a perfect pouch. Well, I found this little piece sitting on my desk. I think this was from Mary Just Mary's D-Stash. Look at how perfect that is in the middle of that. So I'm going to have to make up this bag. Look at that. There it is. Anyway, so that's going to be my little bag. And then I'll probably put some little lace across or trim or something across the top. But that's going to be my next bag. All right, that is all my show and tell for this morning. I have been a busy girl. It's showtime. Next weekend is a show. I will be working nonstop, and I always leave it till the last minute, but I will be working nonstop on stuff for my show. I have a lot to do today as well. I've been working on night lights. That's the other thing I did yesterday was I had some night lights all cut out from my. I know, wasn't that just perfect? Um, I had some night lights all cut out from my last show, and I um, started putting them together. Oh, let me also show you what I did. This was from the other day, and I didn't have it down here yesterday, where I just sewed around this piece and just put a fabric topper on it. Now, yesterday we had some pieces, and I wanted to show you. I sewed around. Uh-oh, had a little flower come off. That's all right. Um, Sewed around the card, and then I sewed around here. Okay, and then backed it. This was the one that said think, and I sewed around it and backed it. So it's done. And then this one, I put the fabric topper. Let's see if I can't get that to go back on. I sewed straight stitch around the edge, but then I also put a little zigzag stitch underneath this piece where it attached to the lace, and I thought that was pretty. So that was the finished. Oh, I can't go live on YouTube because I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, and you can't do mobile live streaming until you have 1,000 subscribers. So, but I can, record a video and upload it. So I will. Those are your daily crafting words. Uh-oh. Um, no, it's not rude to ask at all. I'm not selling tags at my show. My show is primarily my metal work, and then I have some my journals, my bookmarks. I have some greeting cards. That's really the only paper stuff that I sell. Um, so yeah, I got to find a way to put this back on here, and I can find a. I can just move it down a little bit and glue it on. So that'll work. I'll get it fixed. So this morning I thought we would. Hi, Stacy. Stacy, I was just showing. I'm not going to go through all of them in detail again, but I was just showing all these metal. This is the one I was working on live. All of these metal pendants that I have, and I'm going to use some of your crocheted chain with leather on a couple of these. So these are just all of my, look at these. These are fold form. And I love doing fold forming. Put a lot of texture in the metal. Wouldn't that be a fun necklace? Do the customers understand about the journals? Well, here's the thing though, Sandy. Um, my journals aren't fully decorated. They are I don't have any handy. They're the craft journals that I decorate the front cover, the back cover, and then a little bit on the inside, and then I just leave the blank pages inside. So they're more for a novice, but they're real pretty on the outside, and people buy them for gifts. So yes, they basically understand. Now, I have sold a full-blown journal. I had a $130 journal that I sold at one of my shows, and it was not in a package. And if people noticed it, I would open it up and show them and explain it to them. And I did sell it. Um, so yes, I hear you. You can spend more time explaining it. And it's not for everybody. I had the right person come along and she said, this is not a journal. This is a work of art. She says, and I'm not going to be, she said, I'm just going to look at it. She said, I'm going to have to fight my daughter for it. So she got it. you know, not everybody does. So my journals that I sell at the shows are more basic. They're only $25. Oh, here's one right here. I have to redo the stitching on it. But see, here's the front and the back, and then I have pockets on the inside, but the rest of it's just all paper, and I don't do any, so it's kind of, I call it my compromise journal. It's a compromise between a full-blown junk journal and, you know, something that's just pretty. All right, let's get started. Here's what we're going to do today. I'm going to do viewer's choice. And I'm going to take the first suggestion that comes. The first thing I need to know is, what should we make? Should it be a journal card, a tag, a pocket, a belly band, a journal page? What should we make? So let's start there. Somebody tell me, what should I make today? Don't be shy. Speak up. And oh, Barbie, I can see you're going to be another big mama. I don't have any apples in the house, so we're out of luck there. Something crafty or coffee cake. An envelope. Okay, we'll do an envelope. Now, I would like you to give me 5, let's do 4 because 5 is a lot to get on an envelope. I would like 4 things that I should do with this envelope. It could be a technique, it could be a theme, it could be a color. Just what 4 things? It could be a certain material. I do. Oh, you know what? I do have apple turnovers upstairs, but I know I have apple turnovers, but they're store bought. And I'd be happy to put one in the mail to you. I don't know what state it would arrive in, but I would send it to you. All right. So while I'm looking for an envelope, you guys start putting in 4 things that you want me to do. Oh, let's make it challenging. Let's go 5. I was going to do 5, and we'll stick with that. And I'm looking for an envelope. I'm looking for one that's a little bit bigger because, ooh, here's one. Banana bread. Shabby pink, grunge, and lace. 1, 2, 3. So 2 more things. This is a fairly big envelope, and I dyed it with onion skin. Look at that pretty color. Isn't that gorgeous? So that could kind of be the grunge, but I won't. Okay, I need 2 more things. Roses. Okay. Wax. I don't have any wax handy. I do have a wax stamping kit, but for the life of me, I don't have a clue where it is. And that's the only wax that I have. So much as I would like to accommodate you, I don't know that I can. I've got so much stuff that's just buried. So we gotta do one other thing. What else, Stacy, would you like to see me use? Take another pick. No shoe polish, just inks. My hubby might have some shoe polish, but I have to go find him and get it from him. Ooh, I also have this smaller envelope that was coffee stains. I'll let you guys pick which one. Well, coffee stain or onion stain. And I'm looking for something to write on because I want to write down these little prompts. Here we go. Lace. I think lace was already up there. Lace was already there. That's a popular one. Okay, let's see. So I have Lace from Carol M. I have Grunge from Big Mama. Why doesn't that surprise me? And then Carol M. also said Shabby Pink. Roses from Susan. So grungy with roses. This is going to be interesting. Okay, text paper scraps, which kind of goes with the book page. So I'm going to combine those, and we'll give Barbie that one. Since Carol, I've got two for you. So we'll do book page scraps. Does that work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, there are the things. Now, do we want the big onion skinned or onion dyed, or do we want a coffee dyed? Coffee dyed or onion dyed? I like the onion because it's a little bit bigger, but I like working in smaller spaces, so I'm open to either one. This one? And Big Mama, I'm sorry, my mind is in the gutter. I look at that and I see a penis. But we'll fix it so it doesn't look like that. This grungy looking one. Okay. All right, let's get started on this. So, roses. I have, nope, those are butterflies. I think I have a whole bunch of Tim Holtz okay, not those. Where did it go? I had a lot of the Timmy like flower cutouts. Ooh, I gotta use some of this. I'm looking, I have more of those metal tins, and they may have fallen on the floor. Okay, we'll find some different roses. In fact, let's look in this book, because I know I have some roses. Napkin with roses. Ooh, there's some pink, shabby pink and roses. It also has a bird on it. Here's shabby pink with roses. I think she might be too big, but she might work. Here's shabby pink with roses on a clock. There's another one. Are those roses? Yep. And then ooh, look at this one. Ooh, what do you guys think about that? That's such a big piece, and I haven't been able to really use it much or at all because it's so big. Clock is perfect. Okay, we could use the clock too, but probably not that big one. What do you think about those roses with just have to find the 12. Those roses with a clock. Oh, hey, Mike. Okay, so there's that. And I'll have to darken up and grungy up this. Now, we don't have room really for her unless we put her down here. I think that's a little bit too busy. What about you guys? I think those for focal. And then we work on the background. And text from book pages. Let me grab a book. Hang on. This one ought to be pretty. You like the big roses? Oh, good. Well, so this is from Anne of Green Gables, Anne's House of Dreams. It's just a little paperback, but look at this paper. It's so yummy. So I think what we'll do here is cut off all but the text. You can see lace between the two. Yup. Well, let's get some book page down, and then yes, we'll get some lace because that definitely was one of our. So what do you guys think about that? And then maybe so this is going to kind of be shabby grungy, I think. Then what if we put a piece here? All right. What do you think about that so far? Yeah, the ziggy zaggy things. Yep, absolutely. Gotta have some of these. I love these. I hope you try to make some, Barbie, because they're really, I think this is what you're talking about, the ziggy zaggy things. Ooh, here's a little one we could put down here. Or let's see. I've got that one that could go across there. And then we could put like a little button or something, and we could put lace coming out of there. What do you guys think about that? And I'm going to go back to my grungy lace since Big Mama wants grunge. We're going to go back to this grungy lace. Yup, looks cool. Shabby grunge is your favorite? Well, we're doing shabby grunge today. Let's look at this piece because it's got this cool edge on it. What do you guys think of that? And then we could put more lace up here, just flat lace. Yep. Okay. Let's see, are we getting everything? Roses, book page, shabby pink, grunge, and lace. I think we need a little more grunge. But we'll get there. Isn't this just the most fun? Now, we got to leave some of that envelope showing. Let me take this out for a minute. Let's put this over here. What do you think about that grungy lace piece there? I don't know about the one down here. I want to leave some more of the envelope showing because we can grunge that up a little bit. I might have changed my mind. What do you guys think about that? Her choice of books is a great idea. I'm learning to stay away from. Yeah, Danielle Steele is. I'm trying twisted wire art today. Oh. You need to send me a picture of that, Mike, so I can show the ladies. So what do you think about this? We'll ink around the edges of the flower. We've got the little clock coming out the back. Can I put all this stuff down and then if we need something more, we can add it? Let's start doing that. I'm gonna grungy up these edges. And then maybe what we'll do in honor of Susan is do some splatters. I hardly ever do those. And I like them. I just hardly ever do them. So everybody's liking this. So yes, Mike, I definitely want to see, and I'm sure the ladies here would like to see as well. Because this is just art before breakfast. It's not paper crafting before breakfast necessarily. It's art before breakfast where we can share. And then let's see, let's pull all of this off and put. Woohoo, you like splatters? You may have to coach me a little because I have a hard time with them. It would be fun if I could find like a pink paint to splatter with. Ooh, this is crispy little paper. Yeah, I'm pretty safe with that Anne of Green Gables because I found one the other day that I used and I didn't realize it at the time. And unless you're really looking, you don't see it, but it has the word suicide on it. Probably not the best choice in the world. All right, so there's that. And then I think we need this. Let's ink this up. I have Fiskar scissors, but these are mine, Mike, and I'm not sharing them because if I do, I'll never get them back. I have such a hard time with Fiskars. And I feel your pain that you are looking for your scissors and you can't find them. That happens to me so many times. All right. So do you guys watch these videos and then go off and say, oh, I got to go create something? I just got to get out my scraps, get out whatever's handy and just create? I hope so. I do have your green scrap and I have an idea for it, Sandy. Big Mom, I am gonna send it to you. I don't like calling you Sandy. You're Big Mama to me. All right. Oh, so here's a little tip. If you guys use Faber-Tac, I just found right before I came live because I'm getting low on it. So I went on Amazon and I found, how did I have this? Like this? Yep, that's how I had it. So let's put this down. Ooh, that sounds good. Are you inviting us over for some yummies? Um, and I'm terrible about that. If you guys haven't noticed about me, I'll start a story and then it's like, oh, look, squirrel. I found online, Fabric-Tac's not cheap. And in my local Joann's, I pay like 14, 15 bucks a bottle for it. Well, I found a place on Amazon where if you buy multiple bottles, so I bought 3, they're only like $10 a bottle for an 8 ounce for the big one. So I know I'll use it, so I just went ahead and ordered 3 of them. Got them for 10 bucks a piece. All right, let's go around and grungy this up. Is this grungy enough for you, Big Mama, or do we need to put some more grunge on here? We are going to go around and ink up the edges, grungy that. The coffee cake here, it always has walnuts on it. Oh, my husband's the same way. He doesn't like any kind of nuts in his baked goods. He doesn't like pecans. He doesn't like he likes, nuts in general, like just eat a handful of almonds or something, but he doesn't like them in his baked goods. Don't know what that's all about because I think they're wonderful. Oh, there you go, 60% off. Which I don't know. I think probably the $10 price is close to that, but yeah, if you don't have a coupon, and Joann's is usually where I get it, and if I have a coupon, but I got free shipping. I got them for 10 bucks a bottle, and I don't have to drive into town because I am a ways away from town, so it's a jaunt for me to go to town and get. And I go to town as seldom as I absolutely need to. I love my house. I love having my studio here. And I am just not in favor of making trips into town. All right, we're going to grungy up the back of this because I'm not cutting out all of that background. That's just a little bit too much, but that's grungy. All right, so we'll put that there. Yeah. Oh, really? I didn't know that. High in latex, huh? In our house, we mostly have almonds. Some peanuts, some cashews. We buy Planters Peanuts makes a big variety pack box of snack size, and it's got regular salted peanuts. It's got those honey glazed peanuts, and it's got cashews in it. And my husband really likes to take those to work. All right. And I'm thinking maybe a word right down here. So let's go around. Yeah, I just am more than happy to stay in my little house. I mean, I've told you guys this before. I will go weeks and never leave my house, and I'm just perfectly fine with that. In fact, today's my husband's day off, and I asked him what his plans were for the day, and he said he has errands to run and, some stuff to do. And I said, well, if you're in town, I said, stop somewhere and pick up a rotisserie chicken, and I'll make some chicken enchiladas for dinner. But then, see, I don't have to go, so he'll take care of that. All right. So now, how about if we put a little bit of stenciling on that? Nothing major. My stencils here. Like just a little bit of stenciling, or do you want yeah, that's about what it is. So $13. But I think that's so do you want should we do stamping or stenciling here? What do you guys think? Oh, you know what I would like to have better than this? Because it says grungy a little more to me. And that is the numbers. How about some little how about just some little bits of number? There. I'll put a little bit right here. What do you think of that? No to numbers. Well, Big Mama, too late. I already did it. Sorry. It's going to look awesome. You didn't answer fast enough. All right, you guys, what are you thinking of this? Is it grungy enough? We've got grungy, we've got lace, we've got the book text, we've got shabby pink, and we've got roses. I'm just done youth. Yeah, I don't know what that means. What do you guys think of this? Now, I am thinking that I want a little tiny piece of maybe this one. How about just a little bit? How about just a little bit of heavier, grungier lace sticking out right there? What do you guys think about that? I'm going to put the clock down first because that needs to go down first. I always look for the 12 to make sure that I put it up towards the top. All right, there's the clock. And then, let's see, where were we going to put this? Oh, this has got to come over some. Just a little piece sticking out. Can I get that to go up? Yeah, just a little bit more. Okay. So let's put, we can't see it, silly goose. Oh, thank you for telling me. I'm working away over here. You guys got to keep me on my toes about that because I try to keep watching the stream, but I don't always get it. All right, so that there. And then put this. Right there. All right. And I got a little extra glue, so I'm going to try to get it off here. I can always use my glue eraser, but I don't like extra glue. All right, I'm going to put this puppy down. Barbie, I was cleaning up the other day and I found your pile of wallpaper samples that I still haven't had a sale in a while either, though. All right, let's put this baby down. I'm going to have to use Fabri-Tac because there's a lot of lace on here. So this is the perfect marriage, I think, between grungy and shabby chic. It's grungy shabby. How am I doing on time? 47 minutes. We seems like we're going closer to an hour typically on these, which is fine by me as long as you guys are okay with it. Because I'm going to be down here anyway. I'm going to turn this upside down. You can just go ahead and ship it. All right. I think it needs one more thing. And I'll show you what I'm thinking. I have some little glue spots here, and I hate those. I don't see my glue eraser handy, but I'll find it. And now I haven't done anything with the back, but I suppose we could come back and do that tomorrow. Oh, you guys, so next week, I think I leave on Thursday or Friday. I can't remember if it's a Friday, Saturday or a Saturday, Sunday show, but I won't be doing art before breakfast. Now, what I may do is come on and you know, talk to you guys. It needs something right here. And I don't know if that's a button. I don't necessarily think it is, unless it's a really grungy button, which I may have. Hang on. I think these are all too big. Those are all too big. Let's see if I have a grungy fabric button in here. I bet I do. I bet I do. There's one, but that's awful big. That doesn't look good on there. That one sticks up awful high. I don't want that one. Just looking to see if I had something super grungy in here. Could cut off that shank. What do you think of that one, you guys? With maybe a little lace behind it? Or a postage stamp. Yeah, that would work too. And I have, so our choices are this little button where I would cut off that shank in the back, or a postage stamp. Let's pick which color would look good here. I've got now that's kind of nice. Yes, I did. I'm glad you remember that, Big Mama. What do you think of that? And maybe just a tad of either lace or cheesecloth behind it. What do you think? A little bit of lace or a little bit of cheesecloth? Let's see. Cheesecloth. This corner needs something. Yeah, that doesn't work. You know what else I had over here somewhere? I don't know where it went. I had that bright green cheesecloth that I, ooh. I've got this lace and a piece of cheesecloth under that, so we could put a little pink in there. What do you guys think about that? Yeah, if you go look on my channel, I saw it just the other day. It's out there. In fact, I probably have more than one out there. But they are static videos because, like I said, I can't really go live. Okay, what do you guys think about that? A little pink, a little cheesecloth, and a little stamp. You guys like it? Speak quick, Big Mama, if you don't like it. You love it? Then I love it. So you guys like this viewer's choice? Should we do this once in a while? Let you guys pick what we make and 5 things to do with it. I thought this would be kind of fun. There's that. Now, who said something in the other corner? You want to know what Susan thinks? Yeah, she's been kind of quiet here for a few minutes. Maybe she's busy with something. Okay, so now maybe we just need a little word over here. What do you guys think? Are you liking the way it's looking? Let's look at the word envelope and see if we can find something. Now I have, this is just a little tiny. See, I think having just something here and here both makes it too uniform. I'm not real excited about too much. Roses always say love to me. We could put it up there so it's not like straight across. What do you think about that? I would tear it. You've been fussy cutting. What do you think about this creation, Susan? And by the way, my offer to my husband to make chicken enchiladas tonight, that came because I was watching your cooking videos. And I saw you had some chicken enchiladas. I'm like, oh, that sounds really good. Let's make those. But I will use a rotisserie chicken and shred it. Okay. There's love. Now that looks a little empty all by itself. So how about, nope, not that. Let's look at one of these little, who called it a zigzaggy thing? Put one of these little zigzaggy things underneath it. I kind of like that. What do you guys think? It's got one of the zigzaggy things underneath. Hey, Lori B. Capital letters where you can stamp it off. I do, but it's such a small space, and I don't know. I just don't know. Oh, about digitals. Oh, okay. I really like this piece. I hate when this happens. Do you guys get this with Fabri-Tac? I have found, and it happens mainly when the bottle's getting empty, and I have found that if I bang it on the table a little, it doesn't do that. So I think I'm going to put this over just a little bit and put so that we can see that green, and then put the love kind of coming off. I like it a lot. Hey, I think most of you on here have done it, but I'm updating, and Lori B, I don't think you've responded. So Carol, I think you did, but not the other Carol. I sent out an email and I just said, "Hey, I'm cleaning up my email list because I don't want to spam people who don't want to hear, from me." So I asked everybody to respond if you want to stay on my mailing list. And yeah, I saw that. I got you. Lori B and Susan, I don't, if you want to be what I do on my mailing list is I'll send out, if I'm going to have a sale, I'll send out a note, or if I'm going to do a special something or other. I don't send a lot of emails. All right. I think that is it. What do you guys think? She's a busy one, but I love it. The done button. I think so too. I think it's got just enough to be beautiful. Oh, you know what I didn't do though? I was going to do splatters. Let's do some white splatters real quick. I was going to do that in honor of Miss Susan. Here's some white gesso. And I'm just going to put it on this little acrylic block with some water. Yeah, I didn't send it to you yet because you haven't, the email is all from people who have been to my sales. But I'll put you on just so you get, I have your email because we exchanged an email. Now, what kind of brush should I use to do splatters? Should I use a fan brush? A little rounded brush? Oh, hey, Kelly. Or one of these little tiny brushes? Susan, or anybody else who does splatters, what do you think? What's the best? And I want to get this, while you're thinking about that, I'm going to here we go. Here's a big plastic something. Toothbrush or a fan brush, okay. So let me mix up this. I'm mixing up this gesso with water, and I think it's still too thick. I don't think it's going to splatter. Okay, is that wet enough? And then do I hit it against something like this to make it splatter well? I'm a novice at this. Ooh, at this splattering stuff. I'm splattering when I don't want to. Turn the brush vertical, so this way. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like it. Okay, I'm gonna set this aside because I'm gonna have to go wash that out. Now it's done. Look at there. Is that too much splatter? Did I ruin it? I can pick some of it up if it's too much. You guys tell me quick before it dries. Is that too much? Well, actually, I think when it dries, it'll lighten up a bit and it won't look quite so. Oops, I do need to get it off the love. Off the word. You love it, Susan? I kind of love it too. I'm wondering if it needs another color, but I'm not going to do that now. All right, it's not completely dry, but there it is. Leave it alone. Leave it. Leave it. Okay. I am leaving it as I wipe off a couple of spots. All right. There we go, ladies. This was viewer's choice. You guys created this based on your selections. Let's go back over the prompts. Carol M wanted lace. We've got lace down here. We've got lace here. We've got lace here. Big Mama wanted grunge, and we've got grunge all over. Some inked edges. I grunged up this. I've got this real grungy lace here. Shabby Pink was Carol M, and we've got, you know, the shabby pink colors. Susan wanted roses. We've got lots of roses. And then Barbie wanted book page scraps, which we put in the background. So you can go over with all right, I'm just looking at the comments. So there we go. That is art before breakfast. I am going to get busy on my metal work because I have a lot to do in that regard. And I'll come back and show you when I get all those pendants strung. How far will it get with Not very far, but that's the vintage in this, I guess. Used to get somewhere, but not today. All right, guys, thanks for coming. As always, love you bunches, and I so appreciate your support. This was a really fun one. It was out of my comfort zone. I don't do a lot of shabby, and so this was great for me to do something that I wouldn't have otherwise done. Maybe tomorrow we'll decorate the back. So, all right, bye everybody. Have a great day.